we got just a couple minutes left before we get started. I want to say a great big thank you to David WRRR and Scott Co. Don't forget, how you like this, David? Mr. WRRR? Oh, he's visiting. He helping sponsor, and remember, if you've got an call Scott Co. You'll be glad you did. And then our friends at Coolhorse. I cannot say enough about Coolhorse. I mean, it's just an amazing, amazing facility. And everybody that I met there the other day was phenomenal. So be sure and stop by Coolhorse. Each one of our contestants receive a $500 gift certificate courtesy of Coolhorse. And I believe our next contestants are going to be Chance Gaynor, Clint Gregory, Gavin Duncan. And I believe they just got the signal to start. They did get the signal to start. I introduced our contestants, but I didn't tell you exactly what pins they're working in. Down the far end, the west end, is Clint Gregory. Right there in the center is going to be Take a Chance Gainer. And down here on the east end is Mr. Gatlin Duncan. And again, each one building a trust with their particular animal that they've drawn. Now, Clint Gregory down on the west end's got the gray and halter on, and Gatlin's got his on as well. Chance doing a little bit of groundwork, and not only groundwork and stuff like that, but it gives each one of these individuals a chance to check the horse out, see if it's got any bad manners, so to speak, and a lot of them don't come out till they do more with them. But you get them to bend a little bit, get them used to you being in that round pen with you, and you gain their trust. Same way as in the last bunch, not a race. Each one of our contestants get that $500 certificate from Coolhorse. Whether they win, lose, or draw, they all get that. So a big thank you to all the guys and gals over at Coolhorse. Nice bunch of people. And you can check them out, coolhorse.com, or stop by their store and meet them. Got their own leather shop in there now, and they carry parts. They do the service, and like I said, it's on any type of trailer. Doesn't have to be just a horse trailer or a cattle trailer. It could be a lawnmower trailer they work on. They sell some of those big, nice motorhomes and big, nice living quarter trailers. So pretty much like it's a Buc-ee's for horse people. They just don't have fuel. Cool horse.
So each one of these colt starters comes into the pen and they take nothing for granted. They deal with the horse, see what they're feeling from them, try to get to know the horse a little bit. How does the horse perceive them? Do they draw to them? Are they curious? Are they interested? And they get to know each other a little bit and get them prepared for the ride. Your voice is a whole lot better for these microphones than mine. Can I trade mine in and buy one where you got yours? I'm out of luck, is what you're saying. Okay, well, all right then. Okay, well then you got to do all the talking then.
Also, we want to thank again our friends at Scotco. Remember, if you have one of those uh-oh moments, you got to call Scotco. Mr. David Brewer down there with us, we appreciate him being here and sponsoring our judges for us this year. It's kind of brand new going on here, and so people have stepped up. And I mean, our distinguished panel of judges exactly know what they're looking for and know what to look for with these guys and gals that are working with the Colts. So thanks again to Mr. David Brewer at Scotco, and check out all their programs. I mean, they do new construction, the residential, commercial, they service, and they also do installs, and they can do electrical, plumbing, or your heating and air needs. So be sure and check out Scotco, and if you're a homeowner, sign up for that service plan that has a monthly fee, and you get your heating and air checked twice a year. If the air conditioner goes down to 110, like it can be in Amarillo, you move to the top of the list to get it fixed. No waiting.
While we're thanking folks, we're going to thank the Reins riders for allowing us to come into their fine facility, and want to invite all of y'all this evening to step over to the Ranch Rodeo, which starts, I believe, at 7:30 in the outdoor. So y'all come and watch that. You got this is a qualifier for the World Championships. So you got, I believe, 10 really good teams looking to qualify.
We're going to kind of number our pins. So down here is pin number 1. That's going to be Mr. Gavin Duncan. Pin number 2 will be Mr. Chance Gaynor. And pin number 3, Clint Gregory. So we've got them numbered 1, 2, and 3, so you can keep up with us. We are also on Facebook Live right now. So don't forget the auction will be coming up Saturday on each one of these fillies, and the proceeds are going to go to, of course, help out with the WRCA and the Will Rogers Range Riders Foundation, and plus you get a chance to own one of these great fillies. It's going to be fun. Come have fun with us and get yours picked. I see Gatlin working a little bit different down here. He's got the halter on and then kind of looped it around through there. And now he's just kind of getting that horse used to a rope, throwing it at her feet, swinging it around over his head so she's not afraid of it. And like I said this morning, each one of these colts is as different as the individuals in the round pen working with them. And again, they're not here to show off. They're not here to whip on a horse or anything like that. They're here to show you guys how it's done, and they're applying for a job. They'd like to be working with your colts for you. So you get to pick out which one works the best, not just word of mouth. You get to see these top individuals that were highly recommended to come here, all vetted, and they selected these 6. And like we said, a big thank you to Will Rogers Range Riders, because they're taking a chance. They're doing some new and innovative things, and like we said this morning, you're part of history. Hey, don't forget all the food vendors. They're all open now and selling food. Concession stand is open. They've also got ice cold beer. Got water and pop, so check them out. And if you're just joining us, the restrooms are located down here on this east end outside. Beautiful trailer, nice facilities, air conditioned in there. So if you need the restroom, located down here just outside the east overhead doors. Gatlin introducing his to the saddle pad. She's not sure about it. But you notice each time she moves off, she's not just completely losing her head and running. Chance building trust. You also notice the Chance there in pin number 2 using the lariat rope, and got a knot right behind the Honda where it's not going to tighten down on that horse, and it gives him a little bit of distance, gives the horse a little bit of distance, but he can still have control over it without choking that horse. Connection. Halter's on, and she's standing and taking it very well. And you notice not one of these individuals in the competition have beat at the horses. They have not used a electronic device on them in any way, shape, or form. And if you do that, I want to tell you that your horses need to be taken away, because these guys are beautiful, beautiful, majestic animals, and they have minds of their own, but you can connect with them, and there's nothing like being connected with an equine partner, I guarantee you. See, Chance's little filly right there, not real sure about what she's supposed to do yet. She's still looking at him and still kind of trusting him, but he's still got control over her, but he's not up in her space and she's not up in his. Getting closer and closer to getting it all worked out. I can't stress how important groundwork is with these, especially young colts. Like I said, you don't really just throw a saddle on them anymore and take off riding them. It's about putting in the hours and the time with them. And if you'll do that, you develop that relationship that you're looking for. You look at Clint down there in pen number 3. Gray is watching him, she believes and trusts him. She's not trying to run from him, not trying to run at him, just keeping her eyes on him. Gavin's got the pad on his, now he'll incorporate the saddle into it. Like I said, they don't just throw it right up there, right off the bat. They get in there and kind of play a little bit, set it down, ease it in there. And again, feelings that these horses never had before, having those saddles on their back. You'll notice Clint down in pin number 3 throws his hands up a little bit. All that is showing that colt that this is my space. I don't want you in it. Keep your distance and I'll kind of keep mine for a little bit. People tend to forget that they still are wild animals. They're not pets. And they can sure hurt you in a hurry if you're not doing it right. Chance introducing the flag there in pin number 2. Gavin's got the saddle on his and kind of messing with the cinches a little bit, letting her get used to that. You also notice that when they do put those saddles on, just for the first couple of times, they don't cinch them all the way down tight. They just got them on there just so they get the feel of the cinches on the underneath side, get the feel of the saddle and the weight on the top side. Chance's filly's not real sure about that flag. Gavlin's gonna make his move out a little bit with the saddle on.
This is Haley. Haley is the marketing director of the street. And this is the same thing.
We can't stress enough that it was kind of luck of the draw or unluck of the draw. We've always said that in rodeo, but it comes true in just about everything we're doing. So
It's good to see y'all.
that's part of the
Haley,
game.
this is where he's from.
And these individuals
Told you about him.
had no idea what these animals were going to act like or
Director of street Toyota.
how to get started. And they knew where to start. Now you see, yeah. Not liking that saddle just yet, but it's new. And
I could have already had it done.
you got to calm down.
To answer your question, he used to do chairman. He would select his co-chairman. He, the chairman, would do it 2 years. The co-chair then would take over for 2 years. But it was always 2
Again,
years.
you see, yeah, we've got that trust built.
I ended up doing 3 years.
Calm down. Getting used to it.
And during that 3 years, he was with the WRRR too. So
If any of you are feeling restless like that little filly was, you can get you an ice cold Bud, Bud Light, Modelo, Mick Ultra. They're on sale right out here. Now, how many of you thought Clint was going to get right up there and be in the middle of that grade by now? 'Cause I guarantee you, I would have bet my entire ranch, the double wide, 2 acres, and all the llamas, that he'd have been riding it. Kidding, I don't have that. It's only an acre and a half. Now Clint is working on the transitioning with the horse right there. You see him just kind of moving around, walking her around. Walk to trot, stop, and wants them moving forward. They don't want them backing up. They want them moving forward. She's comfortable. Look, her head's down a little bit, so she feels comfortable right now. But you want to look in the middle at Chance. See how much he has made a tremendous move with this colt, because now she's trusting him. He's right there. Gatlin's little filly is upset because her earrings do not match the spurs. But even though they get that out of their system, they calm down. See, she's looking out, but she's also keeping an eye on where Gatlin is. He's not swinging that rope a lot. He just kind of tosses it out there at her, holds it out where she knows it's not anything that's going to be a booger at her. To be honest, I mean, you guys saw it this morning. These panels, they respect the panels. They can't stop them from getting out if they really want to get out. But the colts get the knowledge of the panels and know the panels aren't going to hurt them. They know each one of these individuals on the arena floor working with them is not going to hurt them. A big thank you to one of our presenting sponsors, Street Toyota. They've done an outstanding job for us, and I just visited with Haley, and they've got a brand new, it's coming out probably in a year, but it's going to be that 1-ton diesel from Toyota. So that ought to be pretty nice. They also have that Volkswagen. So big thank you to our friends at Street Toyota. Now, you notice Gatlin's got that rope, and somebody might have thought, oh, it's kind of funny, look, he's doing it like a jump rope. But again, it's building that trust and showing this colt that, hey, I'm not out here to beat you with this rope. This rope is not going to hurt you, and I'm not going to let it hurt you. She's moving out well. Clint, down on pin number 3, he's got it going on, and still got to brag on pin number 2 right there, Chance. Now we're going to introduce that saddle pad. Don't forget, if you're getting hungry, Lunch is being served all over the grounds. We've got our concession stand just outside the east end here. And we also have food vendors. They've got ice cold, Bud Light, Modelo, Michelob Ultra. And then the concession stand's got the water and the ice cold pop. So be sure and check them all out. Vic Morrison is down there, and he is handing out the flyer about our auction. They'll have their final competition Saturday at 1 o'clock with the auction immediately following. It's got the pedigrees on the colts in there. And again, the auction, we're going to have that and raising money for the WRCA and the Will Rogers Range Riders Foundation. So you got a shot to get a great colt and help out two great causes. Gallon building that truss. Chance getting that pad there. A lot of progress in the middle pen, you are correct. She's starting to trust him more. Still a little boogery, but she's starting to trust him. And you'll notice down here, Gallon, that little filly not shying from that rope now. Still looking towards him, which is what they always want. Again, we would not be here if it were not for the Will Rogers Range Riders. So we thank them for giving us this opportunity. And our sponsors, Coolhorse, and of course, call Scottco. Thank you very much for sponsoring this Coolhorse Colt Starting Challenge. Down in pen number 3, you see Clint, and he's got one rope, and his left hand is going to be on the halter, and the other rope in his right hand is tied to that left stirrup, so he can kind of pull that stirrup up and down a little bit, get that colt used to having that feel of that stirrup and stirrup left moving. Smart move on his part. And look how calm down here in pen number 1. Just standing there with her head down, not excited. Chance getting ready now, got the pad on her. A lot of progress in pen number 2. Eases up there, lets her smell the saddle. Pretty soon Clint will switch directions with that colt. Switch sides with the stirrups, and it's just all a matter of repetitiveness, because it's the more you teach them, the more you do it the same way, the more that they're going to respond to you. You remember down here with Gatlin in pen number 1, when he first started, this little colt didn't really want anything to do with him. Get that head stall on her. She just stand there taking it like a champ. Gallon getting her to bend a little bit, you see that? stirrup up there first, just kind of laying it up on her back. Now you're going to notice Gallon, he's wanting to get her head to pull around there and bend that way, and she's doing it, but probably not quite as loose as he would like her to be, but she's learning. Clint switching directions. Chance, she's taking that a lot better than I would have thought. And again, Chance in the middle there, pin number 2. Still building the trust. And it is about repetitiveness. The more you teach them, just like a child, the more you teach, the more you go over things, the more they learn. Some learn it quicker than others. And some just want to be like I was, a little rebel. I'll do anything you ask him to do. All right, we're at the 10 minutes left mark, 10 minutes left. And again, we're going to take a break for lunch, and then we'll bring all of them back for the afternoon session and get to start working them again. Remember when Gallon first walked into the pen with this horse, she was going away from him, and he's able to walk very closely to her. He's not holding on to anything when he walked around her just a minute ago. He'll put a little bounce up and down so she doesn't get scared. She's a little bit spooky. But again, the days of just throwing a saddle on and getting on and taking off. You can still do it that way if you want, but you see the progress these individuals are making with them. Don't forget, if you are in the market to build, lease, just about anything you need financial help with, AQHA Financial is here for you. You see that chances.
A little wild, isn't it?
Not really liking that one right there. She said, I don't want that on me.
You probably make the best horse.
Gallon gonna put a foot up there and bounce up and down, put a little bit of weight. Looks like Clint's in about the same spot. And again, don't forget, one of these individuals out of these top 6 will get that Jim Wright Memorial. Coveted AQHA, one of the original AQHA inspectors. See, she's gonna come a little bit apart,
He knows how to
but
bet.
it's expected. You see Gatlin just kind of letting her have her head a little bit. Let her know he's still in control, but you can still throw your little bit of a fit. Same thing going on down in pin number 3 with Clint. The one thing we can't stress enough to you is that where they are with their horses or where they aren't with their horses is not indicative of who they are or how they train a horse. It's just the difference in the animals. Like we said earlier, it's all about getting the horse to a place where you can ride it safely. And that's what they're working on now. Back to AQHA Financial, they do leasing, special financing that other places can't do, longer terms on them and stuff like that. So be sure to stop by and talk to this beautiful redhead. I wish I needed some help. She'll take great care of you, I promise. AQHA Financial. See, Gatlin, he had the trust, and he's letting her down. She's probably find a place to roll and feel better. Got that ugly old saddle off of her, and she said, I feel like myself again. And again, it goes back to that being in a better place than where we started. He found a place that was inside of that 1 hour time limit, and it was a good place to stop, so that's what he did. And after lunch, they'll be able to come back and build on that. And you see Chance there in the middle, he's still working hard. He is making a tremendous amount of progress. You are correct. 5 minutes left, guys, 5 minutes left. Clint's working to that spot to just be able to stop and say, hey, we'll be able to pick right up from here. And again, that's on the animal, not on the trainers, it's on the animal. Clint getting that little filly to bend a little bit and be used to that, smooth, not trying to push her. And again, you can't push them. I mean, you want to take your time with them. And again, these individuals are applying for jobs. That's why you're not a trainer, Vic Morrison. Vic Morrison just said at this point, it's where I want to choke my horse.
Yeah.
Send your cards and letters to Vic Morrison.
First round was right over there. About two.
Right there, you're looking at Chance,
230.
and I'm telling you what, that is a huge step. And she'll kind of reach back and smell and
Right.
know that he's there. But that is tremendous progress for Chance. Anytime that horse's head is down, you know they're comfortable. You know they feel okay. They're not spooked. Her ears, she's still got paying attention. But you can read a lot. And Clint's going to take off the saddle down there in pin number 3. Chance going to try this other side a little bit. He's got more pressure up there on her front end and getting her to bend around there, and that's exactly what he's looking for. Presenting those hindquarters, getting a little softer as she comes around each time. You notice Clint, and you also got to watch Gatlin down here. They were deliberate in each move that they made when they just put the saddle on and took it off. There wasn't any hesitation. I mean, it was not a, it was all fluid and smooth. Saddles off in pin number 3. 2 minutes left, Chance. 2 minutes left. You notice that Clint's filly is not trying to run away from him. She's standing there watching him, paying attention. Again, that's that trust issue. She feels comfortable. Chance here in the middle, he is, I mean, talking leaps and bounds from when he started an hour ago. And again, just get used to that feel. That's what you want to see right there. She is in complete trust. Time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would you do me a favor and give Gatlin, Chance, and Clint a big round of